The history of the Tau Empire in the Warhammer 40,000 universe is a tale of determination, perseverance, and technological superiority. For millennia, the Tau have advanced their civilization through diplomacy, strategic alliances, and military might. From humble beginnings on their homeworld of Tau, the Tau have expanded their empire to encompass multiple star systems and planets. But their journey to dominance was not without challenge, and the price of their rise to power has been steep. The history of the Tau Empire spans thousands of years and is rich in complexity, culture, and conflict. The early period of the Tau Empire's history saw the formation of the Tau race and their initial stages of development as they encountered other races in the galaxy and learned to survive in the midst of cosmic warfare. The Tau race emerged on the world of Tau in the eastern fringes of the Milky Way galaxy, a lush and verdant planet where they evolved over millennia. The Tau were initially a primitive race, living in small tribal communities and fighting amongst themselves for resources and power. However, this began to change as the Tau entered a new stage of their development. In the early stages of their civilization, the Tau discovered a crashed spaceship, which held a wealth of advanced technology and knowledge. The Tau's curious and innovative nature led them to reverse engineer the advanced technology and incorporate it into their own society, leading to a technological revolution that propelled the Tau forward at an incredible pace. As the Tau began to expand their territory and explore the galaxy, they encountered other races, including the Orks, Eldar, and Imperium of Man. The Tau's diplomatic nature and advanced technology allowed them to forge alliances and establish trade relations with some of these races, while others saw the Tau as a threat to their own dominance and waged war against them. The first major conflict the Tau encountered was with the Imperium of Man, a vast and powerful human empire that controlled much of the galaxy. The Imperium viewed the Tau as a heretical and dangerous race, and sent vast armies to crush them. The Tau, vastly outnumbered and outgunned, were forced to retreat and regroup, but they learned valuable lessons from this early conflict that would shape their military tactics and strategy for millennia to come. Despite the challenges they faced, the Tau continued to expand their territory and develop their society, establishing a powerful empire that would span multiple star systems. They continued to encounter other races, both friendly and hostile, and learned to navigate the complex and treacherous politics of the galaxy. Throughout this period, the Tau remained dedicated to their core principles of unity, progress, and the greater good. They developed a unique culture that valued technological innovation, cooperation, and rationality above all else, which would become the cornerstone of their society. As the early period of the Tau Empire's history drew to a close, the Tau had emerged as a powerful and dynamic race, ready to face the challenges and conflicts that lay ahead. They had learned valuable lessons from their encounters with other races and developed a unique culture that would guide them through the millennia to come. The period of expansion of the Tau Empire in the Warhammer 40,000 universe was a time of great growth and development for the Tau race. As the Tau continued to explore the galaxy, they established new colonies on distant planets and began to utilize their unique technologies to improve the lives of their citizens and develop their economic and cultural resources. One of the key factors that enabled the Tau to expand their empire was their advanced technology. The Tau had developed a wide range of cutting-edge technologies, from advanced energy weapons to sophisticated transportation systems. This technology allowed the Tau to establish colonies on remote planets that would have been impossible for other races to reach. The Tau also developed unique technologies that allowed them to enhance the lives of their citizens. For example, the Tau created advanced medical technologies that could heal injuries and illnesses that were previously considered incurable. They also developed sophisticated environmental technologies that allowed them to terraform barren planets and create new habitats for their citizens. As the Tau continued to expand their territory, they encountered new challenges and threats. They faced hostile alien races and rebel factions that sought to undermine the stability of the Tau Empire. However, the Tau's advanced technology and military tactics allowed them to overcome these obstacles and maintain their dominance. One of the most significant achievements of the Tau during this period was the creation of the Tau water caste. The water caste was responsible for managing trade and diplomacy with other races, and they played a crucial role in establishing the Tau Empire as a major player in the galaxy. The water caste's skills in negotiation and diplomacy allowed the Tau to establish alliances with other races and expand their economic resources. Another important aspect of the Tau's expansion was the development of their cultural and artistic resources. The Tau created unique music, art, and literature that reflected their values and beliefs. They also developed a distinctive philosophy, which emphasized cooperation, rationality, and progress. This philosophy became the foundation of Tau culture and guided their actions as they continued to expand their empire. Despite the challenges they faced, the Tau Empire continued to grow and prosper during this period. The Tau established colonies on dozens of planets and developed advanced infrastructure to support their expanding population. They continued to innovate and improve their technology, and their military forces became more efficient and effective. As the period of expansion drew to a close, the Tau had established themselves as a major power in the galaxy. They had created a unique culture and society that reflected their values and beliefs, and they had developed advanced technologies and military tactics that allowed them to overcome their enemies. The Tau Empire stood as a testament to the power of cooperation, innovation, and progress, and it would continue to shape the galaxy for millennia to come. The Tau Empire's rapid expansion and technological advancement drew the attention of other races in the galaxy. As the Empire continued to grow and develop, conflicts with other races became inevitable. The Tau faced challenges from many different species, including the human Imperium, the Eldar, the Orks, and the Tyranids. These conflicts would shape the course of the Tau's history and define their place in the galaxy. The first major conflict between the Tau Empire and another race was with the human Imperium. The Imperium saw the Tau as a threat to their own dominance in the galaxy and launched several crusades to destroy them. The Tau fought back with their advanced technology, including their battle suits and railguns, but were ultimately unable to match the Imperium's sheer numbers. The Tau were forced to retreat to their own territory and focus on building up their strength for future conflicts. The Imperium's attacks had a profound impact on the Tau, both militarily and culturally. They learned the importance of diplomacy and began to seek out allies in their struggle against the Imperium. One of the first races that the Tau reached out to for an alliance was the Kroot. The Kroot were a species of avian-like creatures known for their exceptional combat skills and their ability to assimilate the genetic traits of other species they consumed. The Tau saw the Kroot as valuable allies in their fight against the Imperium, and the two races formed a close bond. The Tau provided the Kroot with advanced weaponry and technology, while the Kroot supplied the Tau with their combat expertise and genetic diversity. Together, they fought off several imperial crusades and expanded the Tau Empire's territory. The Tau's expansion brought them into contact with the ancient and powerful Eldar. The Eldar saw the Tau as a potential threat to the stability of the galaxy and launched several preemptive strikes against the Tau Empire. The Tau were initially caught off guard by the Eldar's advanced technology and psychic abilities, but quickly adapted their tactics to counter the Eldar's strengths. The conflict between the Tau and Eldar continued for centuries, with both sides suffering heavy losses. However, the Tau's advanced technology and strategic thinking allowed them to gain the upper hand in the conflict. They developed new weapons and tactics specifically designed to counter the Eldar's abilities, and eventually drove them back to their own territory. The Orks were a constant threat to the Tau Empire, raiding their outlying colonies and disrupting their trade routes. The Tau responded by launching a series of counter-raids, but were unable to make significant headway against the Orks' sheer numbers and brute strength. It wasn't until the Tau discovered the Kroot's ability to assimilate genetic traits that they were able to turn the tide of the conflict. They began to selectively breed Kroot with traits that would give them an advantage over the Orks, such as enhanced strength and endurance. This new breed of Kroot proved to be highly effective against the Orks, and the Tau were able to push them back and secure their borders. The greatest threat to the Tau Empire came in the form of the Tyranids, a race of intergalactic predators that consumed everything in their path. The Tyranids swept across the galaxy, consuming entire planets and leaving nothing behind. The Tau were initially unprepared for the Tyranid invasion, but quickly adapted their tactics to counter the swarm's strengths. They developed new weapons and tactics specifically designed to target the Tyranids' vulnerabilities. Despite the setbacks and conflicts, the Tau Empire continued to grow and expand, establishing new colonies and forging alliances with other races. One such alliance was with the enigmatic and powerful race known as the Necrons. The Necrons, a race of ancient robotic beings who had been dormant for thousands of years, were reawakened in the 41st millennium and began to reassert their dominance over the galaxy. At first, the Tau were wary of the Necrons, but eventually, they forged a fragile alliance with the race. The Necrons saw the Tau as useful allies in their bid for dominance, while the Tau saw the Necrons as a powerful ally against their enemies. Together, the two races fought against the Tyranids and other threats to the galaxy. However, the alliance between the Tau and the Necrons was not without its problems. The Necrons were a race of ruthless, emotionless machines, and their motives were often inscrutable. They were also fiercely independent and had their own agenda, which often conflicted with the goals of the Tau. Despite these challenges, the Tau continued to expand their influence and power throughout the galaxy. They developed new technologies, including advanced weaponry and faster-than-light travel, which allowed them to establish new colonies and strengthen their military might. In the end, the fate of the Tau Empire remains uncertain. The galaxy is a dangerous and unpredictable place, and the Tau must constantly adapt and evolve in order to survive. But one thing is certain, the Tau will continue to fight for their place in the galaxy, and their unique philosophy and way of life will continue to shape the destiny of the universe. The Tau Empire is known for their advanced and innovative technology. Their development of new weapons, armor, and vehicles have played a crucial role in their conflicts and expansion. This chapter will focus on the history of Tau technology and its importance for the Empire. Early Tau technology was focused on developing basic tools for survival and agriculture. As their society progressed, they began to develop more advanced technology. The discovery of the principles of electromagnetism allowed them to develop electrical power generation and distribution systems, which revolutionized their industry and transportation. During the period of expansion, the Tau encountered many new challenges and enemies, which led to the development of new weapons and defenses. The Tau's preference for ranged combat led to the development of long-range rifles and railguns, which were capable of penetrating even the toughest armor. In addition to ranged weapons, the Tau also developed close combat weapons such as the Honor Blade and the Fusion Blade. One of the most important developments in Tau technology was the 15-8 Crisis battlesuit. The Crisis battlesuit was a modular armored exoskeleton that could be equipped with a wide range of weapons and systems. The suit allowed Tau commanders to adapt to changing battlefield conditions quickly, and it became a symbol of the Tau Empire's technological superiority. The Tau also developed advanced drone technology. Drones were used for reconnaissance, targeting, and communication, as well as for carrying supplies and performing other tasks. The Tau's use of drones allowed them to reduce the risk to their troops and to operate more efficiently on the battlefield. The Tau also placed a strong emphasis on stealth technology. Their stealth suits and vehicles were equipped with advanced sensors and cloaking systems, making them difficult to detect and target. The Tau's use of stealth technology allowed them to conduct covert operations and ambushes, giving them an edge in their conflicts. Another significant development in Tau technology was their use of artificial intelligence. The Tau developed advanced AI systems that could assist in everything from military operations to civilian governance. These AI systems were integrated into Tau vehicles, weapons, and drones, allowing them to operate autonomously or be controlled by a single operator. The Tau also made significant advances in transportation technology. They developed gravitic technology that allowed them to levitate their vehicles and fly without the need for traditional engines. This technology allowed the Tau to move quickly and efficiently across the battlefield and to reach distant colonies and outposts. The importance of technology to the Tau Empire cannot be overstated. It allowed them to overcome many challenges and obstacles and to compete with other galactic powers. The Tau's technological superiority also played a role in their diplomatic relations with other races. Many races were impressed with Tau technology and sought to establish trade relations and alliances. In conclusion, Tau technology has played a significant role in the Empire's history. The Tau's innovation and ingenuity have allowed them to overcome challenges and to expand their influence across the galaxy. The development of new weapons, armor, and vehicles has given them a decisive edge in conflicts, while their focus on stealth and mobility has allowed them to operate effectively in a variety of environments. The Tau's emphasis on technology will undoubtedly continue to play a crucial role. The history of the Tau Empire has not been without its share of catastrophic events. From devastating wars to internal strife, the Tau have faced many challenges throughout their existence. However, despite these setbacks, the Tau have always found a way to adapt and continue on their path of progress. One of the most significant challenges the Tau faced was the war with chaos. The insidious forces of chaos sought to corrupt and destroy the Tau, and the war was long and brutal. The Tau fought valiantly, but the Chaos Gods were relentless, and the Tau suffered great losses. During the war, the Tau learned the hard way about the dangers of relying too heavily on technology. The Chaos forces were able to corrupt and control the Tau's advanced machinery, turning it against them. The Tau were forced to adapt, developing new tactics and weapons that were less reliant on technology and more focused on individual skill and bravery. Despite the losses suffered in the war with chaos, the Tau were able to emerge stronger and more resilient. They had learned valuable lessons about the dangers of over-reliance on technology and the importance of adaptability and versatility. Another catastrophe that the Tau faced was an internal conflict known as the Farsight Enclaves. Commander Farsight, a respected and renowned Tau leader, broke away from the main empire and formed his own enclave. This caused a significant rift within the Tau Empire, with many questioning the wisdom of Farsight's actions. The Farsight enclaves were able to thrive for a time, but eventually, they were attacked by the forces of the Imperium. The enclaves suffered significant losses, but they were able to hold their ground and emerge victorious. Despite the conflict, the Tau Empire was able to adapt and change as a result of the Farsight enclaves. They became more open to dissent and individuality, realizing that diversity and differing perspectives could lead to growth and progress. Another significant event in the history of the Tau was the arrival of the Tyranids. These ravenous creatures threatened not only the Tau but the entire galaxy. The Tau were forced to unite with other races to fight the Tyranid threat, and they developed new weapons and tactics to combat the swarm. In the end, the Tau were able to survive the Tyranid threat, but not without significant losses. However, they emerged from the conflict with a greater appreciation for the importance of cooperation and the need for unity in the face of common threats. Throughout their history, the Tau have faced many challenges and catastrophes, but they have always been able to adapt and overcome. They have learned valuable lessons about the dangers of relying too heavily on technology, the importance of diversity and individuality, and the need for unity in the face of common threats. As the Tau Empire continues to expand and evolve, it is certain that they will face many more challenges and catastrophes. However, with their adaptability, ingenuity, and resilience, the Tau are sure to continue to thrive and prosper in the galaxy. The current era of the Tau Empire is a time of great change and challenge. While the Empire has grown and prospered in many ways, it faces many threats from within and without. One of the major challenges facing the Tau Empire is the ongoing conflict with the Imperium of Man. Despite attempts at diplomacy and peace, the two sides remain locked in a bitter struggle for control of the galaxy. The Imperium sees the Tau as heretics and xenos, while the Tau view the Imperium as an oppressive force that seeks to destroy all other forms of life. The Tau have also been threatened by other factions in the galaxy, including the Necrons, Tyranids, and Chaos Forces. These threats have forced the Tau to continually adapt and improve their technology and tactics in order to survive. Despite these challenges, the Tau Empire has continued to expand and grow. They have established new colonies on distant worlds and strengthened their presence in many areas of the galaxy. The Tau have also continued to develop new technologies and weapons, including advanced battle suits, powerful rail guns, and devastating missile systems. One of the key factors in the Tau Empire's continued success has been their emphasis on the greater good. This philosophy stresses the importance of cooperation and unity among all Tau, as well as other species that are willing to join the cause. By working together, the Tau believe that they can build a better future for all beings in the galaxy. However, there are also many challenges facing the Tau Empire from within. Some factions within the Empire have grown disillusioned with the greater good, and seek to pursue their own agendas. There are also concerns about corruption and decay within the Empire's ruling caste, as well as the growing influence of the mysterious ethereals. Despite these challenges, the Tau Empire remains a powerful and influential force in the galaxy. They continue to seek new allies and technologies, and are always looking for new ways to improve their society and protect their people. Whether they can overcome the many obstacles they face and achieve their vision of a better future remains to be seen, but the Tau are determined to try.